Welcome to another episode of Grave Geeks. It's Thursday, the day after Christmas, December 26th. And everybody's homework was favorite cemeteries. B and Tasha. There's a new icon at the bottom. It's saying a fun... Hello, Annabelle. I didn't do it.
Okay. I don't know what was going on, but I had to hit the button like 5 times before it would let me in.
Like 5 times?
5?
Yes.
Not 4.
Yes. No, it was at least 5.
Okay.
Maybe more than that.
Better get an iPhone. It works every time the first time.
Yep.
I switched. They're great. I love my iPhone.
Yeah, okay.
Really? I was about to say, can we get this on recording?
Are you guys the only ones believing that?
That is a lie.
Yeah, not April. Good try though. I would. You know what? If we could skip to April, I would let you. Because that would mean winter is over.
Yep.
Oh, I can't end quick enough.
I know.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And a Happy New Year.
That's next week. Don't.
Listen, if it's New Year, it's closer to spring.
Yeah. Okay. Good point. And we're at least in the right year.
The days are officially getting longer.
What did Megan
They
get
are.
for Christmas from her mommy?
A wagon.
Yay!
I haven't got it set up yet, but it is a collapsible wagon to put all my crap in, so we don't have to walk to and from my car all the time. And
You
leave
can
the
actually
doors open.
shut the trunk.
Maybe. Let's not get too gung-ho.
Okay.
We need to take small steps. I set big goals, and that's big disappointment. We set small goals. It's small disappointment.
Well, speaking of big goals, last week Tasha unveiled that the Grave Geek website is live and encouraged everybody to check it out. And the goal was for 250 unique visitors in a month. When I checked a couple hours ago, we were up to 247.
Huzzah!
Unique, not just like repeats, unique people. Almost 250 people checked out the website.
And it's not even been a month.
It's been 1 week. I mean, if you don't count like me checking on like early Thursday. Actually, did
Sorry,
you?
I was grabbing my coffee. So yeah, it hasn't even been a full week since it went completely public yet. So
You know what? You know what that means? That it means that people really wanted something like that.
yeah,
Well,
that's
technically,
what I was thinking.
it's exactly a week, like now. Well, in like an hour.
Yeah, we released it to like the Grave Geeks people to check out, but I'm meaning like when we shoved it out in everybody's faces.
It's like, here, look at our
We're like,
stuff.
eat it. You gotta check it out. And a friend of mine's working on the Discord. So, has anybody used Discord before? No. So Discord is it's almost just like a large chat feature. It's not too difficult. It's gonna be totally voluntary. Obviously, you've used it.
No, just saying hi.
Oh, hi. It's a text base. You can also do videos, send files, lots of stuff on there. And there's going to be different tiers. Don't break my new chair. Okay. It lowers. Will you stop? I leaned on it. So, there'll be different tiers so that like there's going to be like a chat room for general public. So like if people wanted to know, oh, well look, here's my great grandma's headstone. I don't know how to get this graffiti off. What should I do? They can ask questions or things like that. There's also going to be a chat room for people that volunteer so that like if I have a question for Mac and I'm like, Mac, should I use the epoxy on this one or ask a question, I could go. We lost Tasha. The volunteers can ask each other more technical questions without, I don't like the general public knowing. So I think it's going to be good. Oh, thank you. This way people can interact more with us too, and we can chat amongst ourselves, and we can just ask a general question overall. And I mean, Joe and Laura can answer the question or Justin, whoever has time or has dealt with something odd, weird, or whatever. And you can have voice calls on there. I think you can do video calls. I don't know. I really haven't used it a lot. In the last few years, they've done a lot of upgrades. But
all I was trying to do was get that picture on there, and I somehow booted myself out.
Better not her let her run alive. She'll end it.
I don't even know like how it happened. I was trying to take a screenshot of the picture because it wouldn't save from Google Photos, and then it's like, oh, bye. And I hear you guys saying we lost Tasha. Like, wait, I thought I was still there.
Nope. So that should be done probably in the next week or so. And I can give everybody a crash course on how to generally use it. Again, I'm still learning the newer bells and whistles because I use it for a game that I play, but we really haven't used it much in the last couple of years. So.
Oh my goodness, I'm having
D&D?
difficulties.
Nope, actually, it's called Lineage 2. It's a game on the phone that's like 8 years old. I'm not pay to play, so I'm woefully behind, but we have fun. A whole bunch of us old farts play it.
My kid loves D&D.
B, wake up.
Sorry.
I am here. I'm just on my tablet.
Quit looking at your DNA results.
Nee.
Congratulations. Did you get that for Christmas?
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I got the email that said, oh, congratulations, we have analyzed it on Christmas Day, and then I woke up this morning at 6 o'clock, and it was like, your results are in.
Oh, I would have died.
Faster.
That's quick.
Yeah.
It's not normally a compliment.
808.
In this case, it is.
I didn't do
I'm
it.
just,
808.
Megan.
I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it. I'll mute my mic now because that's the BS that comes out of my mouth without me trying.
And I also have news. I found out I'm related to Cheryl.
Oh,
Everybody
boy, that's got almost.
was in the room.
Yeah, everyone in the chat that I was on my live, I was related to every single one. But to Cheryl,
Wait, what?
she's my 11th. Yeah, I was on live last couple days ago, and we were just looking up people. And I was like, yep, related to them. And actually, Cheryl, she's my 11th cousin. No removed, no nothing, just 11th cousin.
God damn it!
Oh yeah?
Cheryl beat me.
Yep.
I'm 1 time removed. I'm an 11th cousin 1 time removed.
Wait,
I was
so
hoping she wasn't
generation
going to
off.
outrank.
Nice. All
I
that
thought
generation.
you were meaning you found them in your DNA stuff.
Mm-mm.
I was gonna say you didn't
No,
find
not
me,
yet.
and we're 11th cousins. I think.
Not yet. I've been having fun.
I bet.
There you go.
We're not related.
No? Or also, I wow. I also haven't really done much with it because I'm still learning how to do everything. So on the DNA side, so I'm having fun.
I did check, and I don't have you on my DNA matches right now, so.
And you checked for me. Mine wasn't on there. See?
No, I don't know how. I don't know how to check anything like that.
You search. Go to the
Search
search
on what?
bar. The DNA matches, you goofball.
There should
Right
be
at the top.
You do realize this is my first time ever doing this.
Well,
So,
search is right there on the
all
top.
day.
Nice.
All I have.
Brian.
Oh, search right there. I didn't see that.
How do you do this? How do you work this Etch-a-Sketch?
I
I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't know how to
I
find
don't know.
anybody, but I'm old, so I expect that. You're a kid.
Okay.
You should know it. Bang, bang,
So-
bang.
What is you?
Hold on. I'll send it to you.
Okay. I literally just got it this morning. I don't know. I've just been looking at stuff.
On what site?
So, Ancestry.
Oh. I thought you'd had your DNA done on Ancestry.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
No, I did.
Well, I know you did. Well,
I think he did it on My Heritage or
Part of my-
something.
It was part of my maiden name, so I didn't really want to be like, ta-da!
Yeah. Given the stuff that could be found.
I mean, it could. If people know how to search, yes. It's very easy. And there's your cousin, B. She showed up.
Woo! It's loading. No results found.
Okay. Well,
Oh,
that just
shucks.
means that we're not like, honestly, I think it stops at like 5th, 6th cousins, so.
Yeah, that's fine.
That just means he can't claim us cool people.
Right.
Thank God. Oh.
Well,
I
I
mean,
don't know, honestly. So that's what I always thought, but that was back when I thought that my husband and I were like 7th cousins twice removed. Because I'm like, oh, well, our DNA doesn't show up that we match any sort of DNA whatsoever. But then my grandpa wasn't who we thought my grandpa was, so we're not related.
That's a good thing.
7th cousins doesn't make a difference. I can guarantee you that you're going to find 7th cousins related in your tree that married each other.
Oh, yeah, I have.
100% of the time.
Yeah.
Yep, I found a few of those.
Thank you, Megan.
I've got a couple branches that don't have any branches.
Yeah. It's a Charlie Brown tree.
Yeah, it's a pretty ugly tree.
Charlie Brown tree has branches, just no leaves.
It has short, teeny, twiggy branches like it tried.
Yeah, but
It
it's only
did
got
try,
it's only got like 5 branches though.
but there's still branches.
Okay.
Well,
You be nice to that tree.
I called it the Charlie Brown tree, not the Hanoverian tree, okay?
You could call it the Whitaker tree.
Mm.
Well,
I believe that's called a wreath.
No, it's called a stick.
That was a good one, Megan.
Thank you. I have a wreath-like tendency in my family at one point, so unfortunately it's something I'm used to.
Just all connects right back together.
Ew,
full
my,
circle.
my grandpa's side of the family is insane. It's insane.
so yeah.
Anyhow.
So if you find out with your spouse that you're, 6th, 7th, 8th, 10th cousins, it doesn't make a difference. You just, want to shy away from like aunt, uncle, first cousins.
Well, there
First
goes my
cousin you can
weekend.
marry in New York. You
Yes,
can marry your first cousin in New
repetitive.
York.
You don't want to do it repetitively.
You can, but that doesn't mean you should.
Hey, Laura.
They are in your family
And
tree.
And if you do marry a first cousin, I pray that you're both fixed
Yeah.
Well,
or sterile.
it's not that bad until you do it more than once. So if you have first cousins marry and then their child marries, first or half cousins or something into the same that's the problem.
No, like I
occasional
grew
close
up.
cousin happens.
I grew up very, very close with my first cousins. Ugh.
You can only fish in a shallow pond for so long.
How close?
Not that kind of close.
Right, but there's been a lot of studies that show like children of sperm donors or
God.
adoptees, if they come across a close relative, and obviously they don't know because they don't know any better, they do tend to gravitate towards them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's been, yeah.
Scientifically,
Yeah.
proven. Yep.
They've named it.
Yeah.
It's a thing, which is
Like
terrifying,
that doctor.
especially when you
Yeah.
have the doctors. Yes,
That
Well, you
doctor
think
over
about
in
it.
Cali.
You think about it, some of those cases, these kids are siblings.
Yeah.
Like, there was
Yeah.
that guy that was over in, I believe it was England somewhere, that was going to all of the surrounding countries and donating because he hit his quota in, like, all of these different countries and was doing
Yep.
it, like, behind their backs kind of thing, under different names. There's a whole
There's a doctor
documentary on
doing it.
Netflix. Yeah,
I
that
just
too.
watched that one.
He was, using his own stuff in the women.
Yep, unbeknownst to them.
Ugh.
And there's also I can't remember her name, but I can remember her punchline. She's like, "Hi, I'm blah blah blah, your donor conceived person of TikTok." So she does a whole
Yep.
thing, helping. They call them pods. So groups of thank you, Mary. Groups of people that have the same parent from the donation bank. So, but I mean, it happens again. If you're looking at genetics, though, it's if it happens once in a while, it's okay. It's when it happens, like
When it's
the
reoccurring.
Hanoverians, right, or the Whitakers, when it happens
Royals.
repeatedly.
Oh,
No,
Yeah.
inbreeders.
I think I told you all this, but I have an instance in my family way back in the Talcott family that first cousins got together and kind of procreated, and the mother was not 100% mentally capable, and they got two sisters out of the deal, and I found them on my ancestry page, and it only came up as like second or third cousins or something like that, but they were adopted out of the family, and I helped them find their adopted or their birth parents, and the father was dead, but the mother turned out to be like an hour and a half away from her down in North Carolina, and they're like really bad. Like the older sister is really bad, disabled, whatever, and the younger girl that I talked to is not as bad, but you can tell. And her parents were first cousins, so it does happen.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was glad I was able to hook them up with their birth parents. So, like,
Most of the time, it's okay. If it's isolated incidents. It's when it happens repeatedly in each generation, or that's when you start seeing the birth defects, hemophilia. So,
Like you have a first cousin that marries a first cousin, and then they have a kid, and their kid has a kid with their first cousin.
That's what happened, and you get Charles the second in Spain. Need my water.
I saw a thing yesterday where a woman said, put a finger down if your grandfather was married to your grandmother, was married to your aunt, was married to your mother, and was married to your sister.
you put all your fingers down.
What?
And yes. And had a kid with each one of them. I didn't. I had all my fingers up when I was done with that. But
Was it like her stepsister, or
I think that was clickbait.
no, it was. I don't know. It was.
Sounded.
She went down through the line of.
that sounds like something you'd find on an X-rated site.
What have you
Wanted
been
to
searching
know
If I
for?
that.
find my own grandpa,
I like to have a look at your Google search history there, but
no, you wouldn't. You would have nightmares.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
came
that
across
song,
my
I Am My Own
TikTok too.
Grandpa.
no, it might be something I like. So send it over.
Now, my Google search history is probably being monitored.
I think we all are at this point.
They're all being monitored.
Like something that they'd end up posting to the black web. Look at what these people are looking up.
Why do they
Oh,
keep looking at cemeteries?
Why are they trying to figure out if
Fascination with find a
that's
grave.
yeah. Why are they trying to figure out if that's a human bone?
Wow.
Freaks! Welcome to Grave Geeks.
All right.
Yeah.
Are you ready for a really weird graveyard kind of Christmas spirit thing?
Not
Go
sure.
for it.
No, it's cool. It's cool but weird.
Okay.
I was trying to figure out the birth date of somebody in one of my local graveyards. I found out he was born a twin. That was weird. Weirder still, his parents could have chose any name. So they named their first son Charles Henry, and their second son Charles Samuel, I believe it was. And all through the records, it shows either Charles, Henry, or Samuel, depending on which census you're looking at. And it's either the older boy or the younger boy, but it's not going to show a difference because unless it's one of the censuses that showed the physical number of people living in the house, like the tax records, you couldn't figure out. It looked like it was the same kid.
Now, did
Both
the
of them?
first one live, or like were they both alive at the same time, or did one
Yeah.
pass and?
The one died in the
Okay.
Civil War, and the other one lived until his 80s and was a local Baptist priest.
So I ask that because I have an instance like that on my Molnar side. Kind of. So my great grandpa had the kids over in Croatia. The oldest one's name was Dragutin, which translates to Daniel and like an Americanized version.
Yeah.
So when he started his second family here, he had another Daniel, who now goes by Donald because the first Daniel moved over here. So then you had two Daniel Molnars in the state, like they were siblings.
Mhm.
So the other one started going by Donald just because it was close to Daniel. Donald was nowhere in his name. But I'm like, why the hell would you do that? Even if it's just like one's in a Slavic language and the other one's in American, like they're still the same name.
Yeah.
Beats me.
Because,
Have you ever heard of George? George Foreman?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
No? Or how about his 6 boys? George.
George.
There's
George.
8, I believe.
Eight?
8.
He's
his
got more
daughters
than
are named
you.
George. He's got daughters named George.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
He didn't.
I'm looking
I'm
at it right now.
99% sure
I think
that
I've
his
heard that.
daughters are named. His daughters are named George Foreman.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
I could be lying
Georgetta.
to you, but
Georgetta Foreman. He has 12 kids.
all named George or Georgetta.
I mean, he really wanted to make sure his name stayed relevant, I guess.
His daughters are Natalie, Natalie, Leela, Georgetta, Frida, and Mitchie. Sons are George Jr., George the Third, George the Fourth,
That's
George
not how
the
that
Fifth,
works.
and George the
That's not.
Sixth.
Thank you, Alex. Wow. That is not how that goes.
That's how it's written. But well, even with like I think it was the Grant family. They had one Ulysses Grant. that was Ulysses the Third, but he wasn't the kid of the other Ulysses.
It's
So he
so hard to
wasn't.
come up
Hey,
with
you had the
names. I
president,
mean,
Ulysses,
there's only
and
like 3 to
then
choose
his
from.
son, and then the son had a third.
So it wasn't the son Ulysses. One of Ulysses's other sons that didn't have that name had a child. They named it Ulysses. So
Yeah.
technically it wouldn't have been a junior,
Right.
but they still named him Ulysses the Third.
You can do that.
Close enough.
Well, that what their legal names are for the Foremans. That's what their legal names are.
Oh no. Oh.
Yeah. It
That-
looks like what he did was put that in their name, like it's part of their actual name, not a
Right.
Suffix.
whatever you call it.
Suffix. Yeah. You
Yeah.
can't do that with siblings, man. Come on, George.
I
Man,
mean,
punch in
George,
the head
get over
way
here.
too many times.
somebody
at
can
least all
name
the
their
kids
kid
are done.
Absidy. They can put a junior in there or the third if they want to.
Why do you do that to your kids, you know? Make it difficult for the whole genealogy thing and all these people trying to find
real.
places in the graveyard.
Like it,
I'm trying to
at
pronounce
least-
this crap.
yeah.
I keep
Oh
having
my
to go
goodness.
back.
Oh my god, and they all have the same middle names.
Well, yeah.
What the fuck?
What's the middle name? Punch Drunk?
Edward.
Oh,
Edward.
I thought it would
But
be
then
Punch Drunk.
They went by nicknames. George Edward III went by Monk. The fourth went by Big Wheel. The fifth went by Red.
The fifth went by
And the-
Grill Master.
And the sixth went by Little Joey.
Oh my god.
So the youngest one was Little Joey. And he's younger than I am.
Little Joey George.
Yep.
Or George Joey.
Oh, I forgot.
Yep.
That's nuts.
Anybody do anything exciting today? I did.
What did you do today, man?
I did.
What?
Show us.
You've already seen it.
So?
Okay. Preface this. A couple of months ago, I heard about they were putting up a new Pomeroy sign for Elmer Ambrose Ferry right outside his childhood home. I found out about it about a week or 10 days after the cemetery or the ceremony. But going up to Portland today, I was like, oh, I forgot about this. I could go visit it. So I went to go visit it. And I got some pictures.
Yay!
I was terribly excited. I mean, the house is still there and everything is cool. I don't know how. Oh, damn.
Peekaboo.
Surprise.
So you got a
Not
blurry
working.
picture?
There it is. See? It's a very small
You guys-
sign.
Oh, you gotta save it though.
It looks like a finger. I can't see it.
Toyota, what the hell is going on?
Watch, he leaves the live.
Yeah.
It was a nice live, y'all.
At least I won't be the only one doing it.
Did he post
Why
it?
why is this not working?
Did you post
Because
it?
you
Matt?
wanted it to.
No, I'm not. I didn't post it yet. I just did it a couple of hours ago. I didn't have time. I was driving, and it's supposed to be right behind me,
We'll try again.
Oh,
but it's still swirling.
cool.
Thinking. You're fine. I saw you pop
No.
up chaos, so I was gonna let you up, and then it went poof. So I was like, uh-oh. I didn't know if you pulled a Tasha or something.
Yeah.
What is going on here?
Not much, obviously.
It's not just me having technical difficulties, so I feel better.
I found out you're Gen X and it doesn't allow X-rated people on the show. I guess,
Oh my
you know.
goodness. Guess what my mom did? She wrapped a present for each of the kids that said, to all of the kids from Gen X. and they go to open it, and it's the original Flintstones vitamins.
That's awesome.
See, Jasper is used to those because that's what I get hip. The other kids, they went to eat one and they're like, ugh.
What the hell is this?
Oh, they were like candy.
It's only chalk. It's okay.
She should have
They're
put
like
some
candy.
Red
in
ones are
there.
good.
Yeah. As a kid, I wished I ate more than one.
Tums were cool.
I ate
love
like
Tums.
30 of those one morning, and everything went blurry for like the whole afternoon. I don't know why. I got my vitamin C. I can't explain it.
Oh, jeez.
Well, I mean, they also told us eating carrots would help our eyesight.
You know
they
how
did
many
that
damn
since-
carrots I ate and I still had glasses going into the kindergarten?
Is that not true?
No.
No, that was something that they did in World War II because there was a lot of carrots over in Britain.
Who can we trust?
It's good for your eye health in general,
took
but
it
it's
away.
not going to improve vision.
Right.
There. Okay, it's up there now.
Yay!
Yeah, I can't read it though. I was gonna switch to a picture that you can
Barry.
actually read.
Okay.
I saw the picture.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
That's awesome.
That's so cool.
So that's right in front of his house?
Yeah, right in front of the where he was born. He was born in Cincinnati at his maternal grandparents' house where they lived, and then mom died. I don't know what happened or why he moved from their house, but he lived in Cortland throughout like high school with his aunt. I don't know why. His father was still alive,
Maybe he had
so
to
I
travel
don't know
for
why.
business.
Huh?
Maybe he had to travel for work.
His dad went out for milk.
Well, he actually did do. He actually did travel for work, so maybe that was it. But he lived with his aunt, and his aunt kind of pushed him towards that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I thought it was awesome just to see the house, and the house is modernized, but
Did you get a tour?
at least it's still there, huh?
Did you get a tour?
No, it's not a. It's privately owned.
So?
I wonder
him
if he was
sometime.
working with Westinghouse or if he was working with one of the other electric companies for all those patents.
No. He owned his electric company. Back in when he turned 19, he went to Chicago. He opened up his first company. I think it was Sperry Electric Company.
He created the Chicago Club.
Something unique like Sperry Electric Company.
He created the Chicago plug.
And
That's
in Chicago, he did all the lighting for some building out there. And when they could only figure out how to do like 3,200 candle power, he was up to like several tens of
he was
thousands.
showing them how to do different stuff with high voltage,
Yep.
bipolar, and AC electric. He was part of the early electrical. I'm trying to find the plug.
Yeah.
I think she was asking if he created the Chicago plug.
No, he did. That was one of his patents.
Okay. Josie did research.
Can you... Let me see if I can get the picture of it. This funky little bipolar plug from the early part of the 20th century is known as a Chicago plug. No voltage, but that design was also used for much higher voltage things.
Oh, ribbon?
And it was the early plug style used in houses in Chicago. But it didn't catch on because Westinghouse sold stuff cheaper.
My husband said it was called a rabbit.
That too. The early
Oh,
patents
never mind.
coded a Chicago
Never mind.
plug, which do
Rabbit
the two.
triggered the light outside. I thought he was saying about the plug. We're talking about electrical plug from the 1920s.
And
Oh, they
say the
have a-
rabbits I
they have
know
all kinds
have
of
pretty
different
high
names for it.
power.
I thought you were talking
I
about the
just got her
motor.
going.
No, I thought you were talking about the motor. No. So, anyway, yes, that's a Chicago plug. It was common in early electric when they were trying to figure out voltage and amperage and how to get high voltage and high amperage into houses without burning them down.
So, is there like a list of patents that Elmer had?
If there is,
I just wanna see.
I've never thought to look for it. I wondered what patents he did have under his name because that sign is wrong. It's 400, not 300.
You can go onto the U.S. patent website and search by patent name. Patent,
Yeah, I never went to go do it.
Yeah, it's not as easy, but you can do searches on that.
I'm looking.
His name's all over the early electrical stuff. I know it because I used to work in the field. It's the only reason I know that weird, useless information.
Josie Cheryl wants to know if that was an old sewing machine.
Yeah, it's one of, I don't know, like 50 or 60 I have.
So I
Was it-
found 296 one. Sorry.
Oh,
That
Under
one's
which-
actually a Westinghouse New Electric, I think.
under which company, B? Because he had several. Or was it under his name?
Sperry Gyroscope Company Incorporated.
Okay. That was his second or third company. That was down the list. I know that. He had his first one when he was 20 out in Chicago.
Who was Lawrence Sperry? Do you know?
That was his son. That was Lawrence Burst Sperry. He's the one that is directly
Really?
responsible
Sperry?
for inventing the autopilot on the planes.
Sperry Dev Company. He did the crankless engine.
He was the
So-
first person to drive an electric car in Paris.
That's
And that
so
was in the
freaking cool,
1800s.
man.
No.
So these are Sperry's, like Lawrence B. Sperry. It's popping up as a date of 2021.
Well, he's the one who died over the English Channel in an airplane with his wife. Rumored that they may have been trying to
You want
further the
Mile High
family
Club?
tree.
Trying for the
Yeah.
Mile High Club.
Yeah, so he may have actually been the first to join the Mile High Club with him, him and his wife. But it soon became the Sea Level club. Yeah, he didn't make it. But yeah,
Autopilot wasn't working that day. Sticky. You drove her in a little too hard.
You're not supposed to lean on the accelerator.
They just wanted it to go real fast.
He went down, but not the way
Forward
he
makes the
intended.
plane go down.
They said if we're gonna die doing something we love.
he said go down. He told her to go down, but she thought it was.
They wanted to go out with a bang.
I'm so sorry, Lauren. I'm so
So
sorry.
many awesome points. So little time.
I'm not.
I have some
Get him.
exciting news.
Yeah.
I have been working on transcribing my second great grandfather's diary again. So I'm up to September of 1935.
Wait. Again? What happened the first time?
I had to take it's still technically, I had to take a hiatus. It's the last 4 years of his life.
How many pages is it?
Yes.
But how many pages is
them.
the last 4 years?
Unknown.
Unknown. I don't, there were never labeled.
So
It
it's
was an
just
old
books?
ledger. No, it's
Oh,
in
so
an
it's
old
just books
ledger.
upon books.
Yeah, like a
No,
big
it's
ledger.
all in one book. One book.
So
Yeah.
here, hold on just a second.
Actually,
the ledger
Dee,
that I have.
that is a good idea. I think that would be the only punctuation or anything that I changed would be to number the pages so that you can go back there and anybody after you could go back there and find it.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking about getting a scan of the actual page when I'm done with it, and then you can actually see what it looks like.
Yeah.
Is it like this?
Oh no, that's a baby.
Okay, hold on. I have a bigger one.
That's what she
That's
said.
what. That's
what
what
you
he
Book
said.
that doesn't have the
Hold on, I got a bigger
heard
one in
that
the closet.
before.
It'll be just a minute.
Wait, that one's underneath my
Oh.
bed.
I've heard that before.
High five, brother.
I've had better.
Just gonna leave me. Just gonna leave me hanging here with this high five.
Oh.
All right.
Wow, that was very choreographed
Oh.
feeling.
You have to take off
We
your
can't
mic.
see you.
Hold
green
on.
screen.
That is a little bit bigger.
This one's bigger than my face.
Yeah.
That's not saying a lot.
Here
I
we
would
go.
say it's more longer. Like longer.
It's
It's
skinnier.
more
Wider.
longer.
Yeah, it's skinnier.
Okay. So
Not so much
the,
width. It's more
the other
length.
one was like this. Like this. So the other one that you said was small is actually the size that you're talking about. But in this one,
It was a little
there's-
girthier too, if I remember.
in this big one, there's 152 pages. These ones
Yeah,
are actually
so-
Size doesn't
The-
matter.
That's about the size of the books that I can.
Unless it's a tuna can.
The other one is 200 pages. I don't know if you guys can see any of that or
The
not.
other one was 200 pages.
Yeah,
Must be
That's
cool.
but
It's all in what you put in it.
But yeah, I had to take a hiatus from it because it started getting too personal. Because
Yeah.
like just reading his life story and him thinking that he's gonna die with his wife because they can't heat the house and waiting for their daughter to show up and
That's heavy.
it got really really heavy.
he gets pretty upset about that. Their wife of his.
Yeah.
At least he wasn't talking about like extremely intimate events.
No.
Right, Tasha?
Yeah.
That's when you're like, you turn the page and you're like, oh, Grandpa, no. You turn the page.
That little thing she does.
Good gracious.
Allison's face.
Wait a minute.
No, so
Wait a minute.
we thought we were stumbling upon one of those moments because he started saying how she wouldn't be able to do that little thing she does anymore, and basically how she doesn't keep her husband happy.
Always
And-
happens when you get married.
Nemo's hips are bad.
But come to find out, we were off topic. But that's when
It was
we were
gardening.
going word by word.
Well, now I'm interested. What was he referring to?
It was just
Them
his wife
picking
making
on
fun
him.
of him because he doesn't have a job.
Aww.
A job. It was before,
No,
Viagra.
an actual job. He was living during the Great Depression. He had no
Oh.
job. He was literally working anything that he could get.
Oh, that,
Well,
yeah, that was a crazy time.
I would have said, listen, broad, it's the Great Depression. You don't like it, get your ass out there and find something for yourself.
There were a lot of states at that time that didn't allow women to work. If you were a married woman, you were not allowed to work.
But you had to have your husband's permission to do anything.
Teachers
But
weren't allowed to
guys-
be married.
And you guys fought for the right to work. That's insane. I'm just saying.
Nuh-uh, I did not.
Right, we
Just
just
It's like
like
real people who have other ambitions. We're not diving down that rabbit hole tonight. I digress. And mute.
she's like, I
Apparently-
am gonna take that back.
Apparently, she wouldn't let him dive down the old rabbit hole.
Oh my god.
That's her prerogative. That's her rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, now we're
Not at all.
sexualizing B's grandparents.
You're going
Sorry,
to
B. I'm
Hey,
done now.
look.
he started it.
Oh no! Don't be mad at me.
No,
Well,
look.
he's just
Oh,
If he's not bringing
you're
lettuce
just.
home,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not
I was
allowed in
like,
the
oh
rabbit
no,
hole.
too bad.
We love
No,
you,
you
B.
should have seen the
And your
looks on our
grandkids.
faces
I
when we
bet.
thought, because we were going word by word. So he said she won't be able to do that little thing. And we're like, what did we just stumble upon? But then we
It was
found
either
out it
that or I
was,
thought he was confessing to something that I did not want to write about yet.
yeah. Yeah, after we thought that, he started saying how they won't be able to poke fun at him or snicker at him anymore. So we're like, shoot, are we about to be witnessing, like, or something?
He didn't do it. She's the one that ate the mercury or drank the
Yeah.
mercury.
So should we get to the cemeteries?
They probably should at some point.
Okay. All right. I know I'll start and we can just go across. I know I've talked about this one before, but there might be some new people that don't know about it. So this is the church in the graveyard at Luss Parish Church. It is in Loch Lomond, and it's a Church of Scotland. And let's see, it was dedicated to Saint Cassab. That was the saint. The present church. So they call this, and I spoke with the caretaker of the church. I don't know if he's called alderman or what, but they call this the new church. So the new church was built in 1875, and they did do some restoration in 2001. It was part of a popular TV show at one point, but the church site has had 1,500 years of continuous Christian presence, being founded by Saint Cassag, and has 15 listed ancient monuments in its graveyard.
Holy cow.
Hang on one second. So about 2,000 people visit the church every year. And I wish it would give me a link to the religious parts of it. I should have brought this up beforehand. That would have probably been, it's part of the National Churches Trust. Let me see if this lists. I know that there's, so the ancient settlement of Luss in Scotland had been a place of Christian pilgrimage for 1,500 years. It sits on the bank of Loch Lomond, Britain's largest inland lake, and lies within Scotland's first national park. So Saint Cassag preached there and died at the hands of the Druids in 520.
Damn.
And he had brought Christianity from Ireland in the 6th century and founded a monastery neighboring island of the monks. So Luss is home of about 250 people, but they receive a lot more visitors wanting to visit the church and the graveyard. Nice. Okay, they're like, yeah, key features, famous connections, glorious furnishing. Okay, well, that you're not telling me what they are. But there's a font there, so like the baptismal font from 400 for 420. There's also a cross that was in front of it at the very beginning, the first church there, that was from about 560, I think he said. And there's a statue carved, reposed, like almost like a crypt, it would be, of Saint Cassag there that was commissioned by Robert the Bruce. And this is where the Viking, what the heck are they called? Hogsback. So there's at least 3 Vikings that are buried here. So that's
Wow.
nice.
Beautiful
So
church.
pretty.
I can't believe they have the baptismal font from all the way back then.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane.
Very crude, but it's there and it's still in one piece, shockingly. Are you ready to go?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So this is the main cemetery that I work in. It is Pine Ridge Cemetery. It is a almost 200-year-old cemetery. It's actually my city's oldest cemetery, established in 1858. It was also the very first cemetery to officially document burials here in Michigan, which is pretty cool. And and it was abandoned in the 1930s. It started becoming a place for like vandalism, and then in 2014, the group that I work with now came in and took over for ownership, maintaining the grounds. And then I came in and I was like, hey, I clean stones. And they're like, okay, well, you can clean all the stones you want in here and you're part of the group. And then I repair in here as well.
There you go.
Very cool.
And it's technically 3 cemeteries in one. There's the main one, which is Pine Ridge, then the Civil War area, which is Soldiers Rest, and then the original, one of the originals is called Siemens. And that one, there's only 2 or 3 stones left because when the Vandals came in, they just decided to just remove the stones and just mow right on top.
So which part is the Siemens?
Sorry.
You need to behave yourself there, madam.
I am. Megan started it.
Megan started it with her face. Your face
Take
was
her
worth
narc.
$1 billion.
I can't be penalized for my facial expressions. I kept my mouth shut.
Billion.
As you
I
come
meant
in,
she's-
that's the main cemetery, which is Pine Ridge. The Soldiers Rest is behind it, and if you go to the right, to the far right, you'll see a big barn. That's George Siemens Cemetery.
So the Siemens part isn't like an offshoot of the main?
I come up with coffee everywhere.
I'm just trying to keep it straight. So.
I really
Y'all
like
are
how the leaves
horrible.
are just floating
Y'all
down
need-
in that picture.
Y'all need Jesus.
Yes, they do.
I had
We need to go to the river.
I like this picture too. I took it, and it's one of my favorites.
I like the leaves floating down.
I love
that
this
is so
cemetery.
cool. I didn't even notice that until you said that, and I'm looking, and then I saw them. Like,
Well, I think I used that picture as one of the main pictures on the page because of, like, on the website because of the leaves floating down.
Jay, we should take a trip out to Michigan because their foliage is different, their cemeteries are different than ours, and how they're set up. I mean, I imagine they have ones just like ours, but they're different somehow, and I can't even really describe it, but they're very cool.
This isn't a great picture, but this is Circular Congregational Cemetery in Charleston when we went in July. Some of the most beautiful stones I've ever seen. Just, I don't really have much to say about it. It's just one of my favorite cemeteries I've gotten to visit.
Do you work there? Do you clean there?
Is it one we have to be cleaning in?
Yeah.
Well done. One moment, please. Hold while I connect you.
Oh, no.
Oh, no,
No, it doesn't have to be clean. No.
No, I was asking if you cleaned there at that first cemetery. No, okay.
No, we went to visit while we were in town. This is Yorkville Cemetery. This is the one that has all the crunchiest of the crunchies for the most part, because right through the trees, that's Gull Lake. It's a huge lake. So, and you can see the ample amount of trees. So, I give them the
down
credit for the.
punches.
That's all I have to say about that.
Okay.
Next.
Oh, geez. We have to find cemetery pictures.
This is Charles Pierce Persons.
Pettis.
Yeah, whatever. He
Yeah, it's Pettis.
Pettis. He was a he wanted to create his own the tallest area in Broome County. So he started building a pyramid. He called it a pyramid. It's just a pile of dirt. To become the tallest spot in Broome County. He did fall about 20 feet shy before he passed away, but he is buried at the bottom of his pyramid in
All the
a
way down?
titanium. Well, he's just at the base of it. So this stone is at the base of the pyramid. And he's in a titanium casket. It is a half mile into the woods that he did this on his property, and then he donated the property to the Waterman Center. So now it's a conservation. It's not technically a cemetery, but somebody is buried there. So I put it on Find a Grave. I believe Mac helped me because I couldn't figure out how to make a cemetery. but I believe Mac helped me with that. But so that's all I have to say about it. It's a neat little thing. It's the 20th cemetery in the town, if you want to call it a cemetery.
So if you did call a cemetery, then you'd have to be the 20 cemeteries of Windsor County. So you can count it as a cemetery, so you can say the 19.
Well, we can still say the 19. We're gonna have to because it's everything now. But I mean, we're gonna find. We know that there's other ones like in the middle of a cornfield that are gone, and we know there's other cemeteries that don't exist anymore.
Just end up finding one random stone that you trip over while you're trying to go out in the woods hunting one day or something. Like, oh,
Is this a dog bone?
Yeah,
I was
Must
thinking
be better than finding a leg
or
bone. You know?
this looks like a scapula.
Mac.
Attack.
He already showed
Now
us
he's
this cool
gone.
picture.
I think he's trying to grab pictures.
Okay, what am I supposed to be looking for?
Favorite
This is-
cemetery.
Cemetery picture.
Okay, I do have a favorite cemetery picture, but it's not. It includes a headstone,
That's
but
fine.
it's not of a cemetery, and there's a little bit of a sentimental thing to go behind it, to as a story. But let Blondie go before me so I can.
Okay.
Find
Well, I kind of have two. Oh, so one of them. So this one. Hold on. This I can point you right up. That is from Oakwood Cemetery in Syracuse. As far as prettiness goes, this is my absolute favorite cemetery. They have mausoleums that you would not believe all over that thing. There's
That is
one
stunning.
that there's one that has a staircase that goes up to it. Looks like a little mini castle, and it's phenomenal. But a little bit of the history of it. It was founded in 1859. It's 160 acres. I think, oh man, I can't even remember how many memorials are on Find a Grave, but it was a lot. I think the only one with more than that I've actually stumbled upon is Arlington.
Oh, wow.
It says on here that the guy that designed this one also designed 15 other rural cemeteries, and Brookside is included in them. Brookside was actually the first one that he designed. His name is Howard Daniels, and I believe Brookside was the first one and Oakwood was the last. So that's like my ooh pretty cemetery. But hold on.
Wow. That is extremely impressive.
My favorite cemetery, like in general, is Fairview in Rodman, New York, and that's more of a sentimental thing because it's where my great grandparents are. Like my whole Tamblin side of the family is in that cemetery, and I have free roam to do whatever I want in that cemetery, so I could go there and lay on the ground and go to sleep if I wanted to right next to my grandparents, and they would not care at all. It's just more of a sentimental thing. But that's one of my favorite stones in that cemetery. And
May I ask a quick
yeah.
question? I've noticed a lot of cemeteries have oak in their names. Are oaks significant to death or
Well,
anything like that? Is there a reason why that
this
is?
Oakwood Cemetery.
Kind of an epiphany.
No, you're okay. The Oakwood Cemetery that I'm had been talking about was actually an oak forest before they started burying
Okay.
people there. It was unbroken.
Because I work in Oak Grove.
Yeah, so you should check it out. Like a lot of times it's named after something that was prominent in that spot. So like Evergreen out in Henderson, you go there, there's still a lot of pine trees, evergreen trees standing there. We have a couple Fairviews around here too. Like it just a lot of times look at the surroundings and you might be able to figure out why it's named the way it is.
That's what I figured, but I wasn't sure if oak trees were prominent everywhere in the United States, and it seems to be a prominent name in a lot of places. So I was just curious if there was any connection to
I don't know.
In general,
like somebody else
trees.
might be able to answer if oaks are all over the place. I know they're pretty heavy in New York, but I don't know outside of it.
So they're considered very long-living trees, and they have very deep roots.
Yep. Right. Yeah. For strength and stuff, and it also embodies the circle of life, death, and rebirth as well.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody. Random thought.
Yeah, because like with this Oakwood, it says Oakwood's founders chose a large section of land that included a hill, springs, valleys, steep slopes, and sturdy oaks.
Asha, Parker sent you his.
Okay, 1 second. You can move on to Mac, and then I'll be back with Parker's.
Okay. I've got two. Why doesn't it show the whole thing? Why does it zoom in? It looks like I'm wearing Tasha's hat.
That's skill.
I am.
That's
okay,
skill.
I have two, and they have nothing to do with the cemetery themselves, other than the fact that that's why we were all there. This picture right here, with everybody in it. I don't know why it zoomed in like that, but Jay's off to Allie's left, and it just reminds me that there are good people in here, and I enjoy their company, and that is probably my favorite cemetery. I had to be reminded of the name of the cemetery,
North Watertown.
North Watertown, and it wasn't, like I said, anything about the cemetery. It was just meeting good friends and having a good time there. But I have a second one, if I may.
Yes.
Briefly.
Yes. I had a puzzle piece, sorry.
I have a puzzle piece?
I did. Go ahead.
Oh. Where did it go? Oh no.
Oh no, where did my little dog go?
Oh no.
Oh
I'm
shoot,
not
I'm
gonna.
not muted.
I'm not
Whoops.
gonna find it quick enough. Okay. And this is my other one.
Rogers Cemetery.
Rogers Cemetery in Boonville have to be these two cemeteries. I can't decide which one, but again, for the same reasons, we were able to get together as a team and work together, and I love all of you dearly. And I'm
Even
gonna,
me, Mac?
Brian, you know I love you, boy.
He's like, yeah, you little peckerhead. That's the reason we were there. Of course I love you. All right, I have Parker's. 1 second. Let's see.
And I'm just messing with you, Mac.
You guys did so much work in that cemetery. That turned out beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Forever grateful for
Those
y'all.
are good pictures.
That was a massive live too. That was like hours long, wasn't it?
5 hours. I had to do it in 2 lives.
All right, so Parker sent me this one. He said this is Glenside. He can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I believe this is one of the cemeteries that he has done quite a bit of work in. So I'll wait a second for him to confirm or deny that statement before I switch to the other one.
Around here?
Parker. Only cleaned 6 stones there. Okay. Well, still, you did work. And then the other one is Hubbard Cemetery.
We need Amanda up here for this.
So which one's Minion's favorite?
I'll have to ask her.
Okay. And then there is Hubbard Cemetery. And I don't know why Mac is apologizing for being sentimental in the comments, but he needs to knock that off.
That was another, like, you guys really went all out on some of the cemeteries you did this summer.
So this is actually Parker's. He sent them to me so that I could show them on here because he can't get on live.
Mm.
Parker, I'm pretty sure, so this one he did a lot of work in. I'm pretty sure he was nominated for something because of this cemetery.
Wow.
He can again correct me if I'm wrong in the comments.
That was like a table stone. I had a book open on top, and the book actually had the words carved into it.
Gotcha.
And we were both very perplexed about it.
Gotcha.
There's more answers. Okay. Why?
Josie wanted to know. We're talking about our favorite cemeteries.
Who?
Josie.
I
So
don't know if Parker is still here.
Minions.
Currently restoring this one. I got the New York State Assembly citation for the sign of Ezekiel Scott. Thank you, Parker.
Nice.
Because we can see that.
Restoring the stone?
Thank you again.
So is she restoring the stone by just cleaning it, or is she resetting it and all that?
Parker, he goes through and like he fixes them. He does everything. The kid is doing. He's gonna go.
He's
places.
amazing. He's amazing.
Oh, so he takes stones that are in pieces and rebuilds them.
Yeah, he's young. I'm not gonna say his age on here, but
That's okay.
he's half my age and he's done more shit with his life already than I have.
God bless him.
One of my friends sent me.
He said that he's gonna send the citations. 1 second.
This is someone like your mom.
He gives me hope for the next generation having an interest in
Yeah,
this.
when he sends the citation over, I'll put that up. So it looks like he just sent it. 1 second.
Parker Minion was just saying that a friend of hers sent one of your videos from Gone Graving to her saying, "Hey, your mom should check this kiddo out. He's our age and he's doing amazing things." And she's like, "I already know Parker."
I didn't say that I know him. I don't know the guy.
Yeah.
So
I guess we'll
this
have to
is
check
what,
them out.
yeah,
Nice.
this is what he received from the state. I don't know if you can read it all or not, but
Well done.
if you go on to the gravegeeks.org, in the publications part, there's a couple of articles on there that I posted written about Parker. And he's gonna go places. I wish
We'll
other
keep him.
kids his age had ambition like he does.
Okay.
I have to send you the pictures.
I'm not talking about you, Minion. You know what kind of kids I'm talking about.
I gotta throw shade. You know how it is.
I know.
Yeah, the Natasha kind.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, be nice. That's my aunt.
Right?
She's my
Thank you,
cousin.
Minion. Yeah.
Womp
He's like,
womp.
guess what? We're blood related.
That's my bonus
So,
mom.
I trump ya.
Yeah, you may have a bunch of cemeteries, B, but I have 2 cemetery moms.
2 cemetery moms.
Well, I've got this one, and then I have my bonus one.
Oh,
Got a
I'm
bonus
happy
one.
to call you a bonus kiddo.
That is cool.
Nice.
So I guess that makes like Brian and Mac her cemetery uncles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
take
wouldn't
it.
say Max my uncle. I'd say push him more grandpa.
No, she's too young to be a grandma.
No. I thought it was bonus pops or something like that.
Bonus
Secondary
papa.
pops. I don't know what you used to call me.
Bonus papa.
Yeah,
Papa.
there you go. I'll take it.
That is grandpa. It's the same thing.
I will take uncle.
Cemetery girl, are you trying to get up here or are you sending it? What do you
I
want to
can
do?
come
sweetheart?
down.
Oh,
Oh wait, yeah, you did show one. I just
appreciate
don't
it,
know
Joe.
if she's
Well, I can
looking to
show a
send or-
picture if they're not ready.
So,
Okay.
I finally figured out. You don't have to do it. I finally figured out the.
I know, but it's
I'm sorry. I finally figured out the benefit. You not doing it.
Did you want me to show the picture while you're finding the Minions picture?
I can't change mine. It's not letting me.
This is one of the very few zinkers in Gloucester County, New Jersey, which doesn't seem like much. I'm gonna have to do a video on this because it's actually the husband and his 2 wives that are buried here. One passed away, and then he married the next one. But the whole statue or the whole monument's beautiful. I think it's a dove on top, has some broken wings from age, but like, I've been all over Gloucester County, New Jersey, trying to find different zinkers, and even the largest graveyard in Gloucester County, I couldn't find any zinkers. So
Can't walk
And
10
that-
feet up here without finding zinkies.
Right.
I like to knock on them all. Make like an
That's what she was
Australian-
whispering. She's like, I just want to knock on it.
there's like 20,000 people buried in the one cemetery, Eglinton Cemetery in Clarksboro, New Jersey, and I could not find a zinker at all. I walked that thing from end to end.
We have some that are like massive.
That one 30
Huge.
feet.
Yeah.
This one's only about, I would say, maybe 7 feet, 8 feet, and you
Yeah.
can see that it's sunk in. But
It's
it's-
tippy.
I think this is the. Nah, it's just me. Bad picture.
Oh,
But it's such a cool thing because the decoration on this side is not as elegant as the decoration on the front with his last name. The front of it's just absolutely gorgeous. And this is like 20 or 30 feet from the soldier that I found. I can see if I can pull that one up.
I can't seem to switch my background picture.
Allie, can you get these to not zoom in? When is it possible? To
It changes.
It's the app itself, not
oh,
the
okay.
host.
Try that
Exactly.
again.
I wonder if it was a D&D joke.
No, I didn't think it was Allie was doing it. I just thought there might be a way to like zoom them out somehow.
You have to
So,
resize the picture and put it in a
Yeah.
square and zoom out.
That better be
okay.
monster.
This is one of the two brothers. This is Reverend Charles Kane. His brother is Charles H. Kane, but he was never recognized as a soldier for the entire time he was buried there. And now, because I found his military record as a chaplain, he gets to be honored as a soldier.
So he was a what? So he was a reverend in the civil, you said?
He was a chaplain in the Civil War. His brother was in the infantry and died in 1865.
Cool. Yeah, I can't change that.
The flag, the itty bitty flag, is because it's so cold in New Jersey right now that it shrunk.
It happened.
It's so cold in New Jersey, even the flag shrunk. Like
nope.
it would not unfurl at all. It was just curled up in a nice little knot. Sad. Probably go back in a week and it'll be nice and out.
Is that to say that everything shrivels when it's cold?
Maybe.
Even the flagpole?
Very cool.
I thought I could egg out on Mac with that one, but I guess not.
You almost.
Oh no, I'm trying.
That's why he's hiding his face.
I can drop out if somebody else needs to get in.
WV's like, what?
I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
What you got there, Shirley?
This one's mine. This is the only cemetery I currently have permission to clean in, but it's the one in my city. And it's my favorite because all of my co-host people are here. But this is the entrance that you drive in, and I just think the trees on both sides make it really pretty.
How awesome is that? I wish they
love
all
that.
looked like that.
It's like a tunnel going down.
It is like a tunnel. It's so pretty.
Can you imagine that in the fall?
Yes. Yeah, it's really nice. Oh, that's it. That's my cemetery. It's St. Agnes.
So is this cemetery or is it a graveyard?
Cemetery, no church.
No church. Okay. That's pretty.
Cemetery girl, are you able to talk or no? She can hear me. Abby?
Yes. Hi.
Okay. All right. So, is there a certain one that you want me to put up first?
It doesn't matter. Sorry, I sound like absolute shit.
You're
I'm like
okay.
getting sick.
Hold on.
I'm unwell.
That's okay. We all are.
Some more than others.
I'm literally in my bathroom.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
I wasn't muted.
Here's this one first.
That's my cemetery. That's my happy place.
That's Constantia Rule, right?
That's Bernard's Bay.
Oh, okay. So my mom was actually looking at your videos the other day because you claimed Grandma Grace's and the other Orangers. So
That's cool.
My mom. Yeah, it was my third great grandmother. But anyway, go on with your story. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's like a big flower bush, and when it blooms, it is so beautiful, and I just love it. It's my favorite part. All those trees are gone. Somebody actually came and cleared all those trees, and they're gone. And the lake is across the street from the cemetery, so you can see the lake, and it's so beautiful. It's just my favorite. And then if you see, Emma is like right by the tree. I sit with her quite often, and I bring her flowers, and I decorate her grave, and I love her.
You're doing a good job, girly.
Thank you.
Here,
There's
I'll
still
switch over
many.
to.
There's still many dirty ones, but it's getting there.
Okay, so there's
That's
that one.
the Dickinsons. I cleaned them. I don't even know. I have memory
That is a
loss.
gorgeous marble.
Thank you. Yeah, it's very beautiful. Before I cleaned it, it was black and it had like bushes growing around it. It was just bad.
Good job.
I was exhausted by the time I was done.
I can imagine.
There was 2 other stones that had these big ass bushes around them. And me and my mom literally pulled them out of the ground, and I wanted to die by the time I was done.
Remember, Tasha?
That means what?
When we pulled up that tablet stone out of
It
the
is
Oh my
exhausting.
ditch?
What about the Wilder? That Wilder one was massive.
Yeah, you can blame crazy cemetery dad for that one. I was trying to figure out which stone to clean. He's like, how about this one right here? One that's freaking 10 times bigger than I
It's
am.
so pretty.
Here, and then Abby also sent.
I'm so happy with how it came out. Yep, that's my little nomination. Cleveland is actually the town that I live in, so the Historical Society gave me a award for my work that I've done in their cemetery. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
That's great.
That's really awesome.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Thank you. I actually got it like a while ago.
Well, good job, lady.
Thank you.
Start working down there because all I do is like I try to get funding and I just keep getting no.
Yeah. I love it's and then in the summertime we all have like meetings and it's fun.
I will say, like the Central Square, Hastings, Cleveland, Constantia, the community down there is very tight.
It is.
My
Yeah.
Aunt Molly was from Central Square area, and the amount of things that they do to recognize people in the community, like Watertown does what, the 40 under 40 or something like that, but it's always like the high scale businessman that wins that kind of stuff. They don't recognize the work that the smaller people are doing.
It's
Why
nice
would
to
they?
get recognized once in a while.
Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't even get nominated for volunteer for my job, like because they have volunteer of the quarter and stuff like that. Like, okay, like rightly so. One of the guys, helped volunteer to help with like the religious center doing some, help set up, stuff, which is awesome. Don't get me wrong, but it's just like, wow, okay.
Which I feel like that's part of the reason why we wanted this community too, is so that we can recognize each other and talk about the things that we're all doing. Because, like, I sent Allie a picture of what my grandmother got me for Christmas. It was a bunch of toothbrushes and, like, every type of scrub brush that Walmart had that was, like, soft bristled. And Allie goes,
awesome.
Allie goes, the things that only a grave geek would understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually quite jealous.
And I think that's part of the thing. So I don't think anybody in the Grave Geeks or on this live does this for praise or attention or anything.
No.
But
How do you know?
whatever. But a little bit of it helps validate what you're doing. Appreciation for doing the things that we do, when people appreciate it and, say thank you and, recognize the hard work that everybody's doing, it helps you keep going. When, I'm not looking for, you did so, that's not it. But somebody saying, wow, that's really cool. Thanks for doing that. That helps.
Yeah, and not acting like we're just hanging out in the cemetery. Like, there's
Well, I
a
mean,
lot of
technically
people
you
that,
are.
well, yes, but there's a lot of people that don't understand that we're not just there to clean the stones. Like, it's not just to preserve those, but to help people with their research. Some people, like, end up finding that connection through the stone. They
Yep.
find that connection to the person's father through that stone.
I just had
There's
another
a
connection
reason.
this week.
Yeah. There's a reason that with DAR, even, you're allowed to use headstone pictures to prove connections.
Somebody
awesome.
contacted me this week. It was actually one of the Mystery Mondays from North Watertown, the one with the ice cream store and
Yep.
the restaurants.
Oh, yeah.
So it was the couple contacted me. I might be helping them with DNA and stuff, figuring out a mystery on the other side of the family. But it was his grandfather was one of the brothers that owned. So it was his great uncle that I cleaned.
That's awesome.
And they just came across it on a different platform and said, "Whoa, wait a minute. That name looks familiar." So,
Yeah, I know that reaction.
yeah, and again, it's not about the praise, but the praise does help validate the good work that we're doing. So it's important to have a supportive community, and if you don't live in a place that the actual physical place community is appreciating all your hard work, then it makes a difference when you have friends that do the same thing go, "Hey, you're doing awesome, good job."
Right, and I do like that these places are doing this with the younger ones that are out here, because I don't know, with a lot of things, I feel like if I would have been pushed more in a certain direction when I was 18, 19 years old, things could have been a little different.
Mac?
Anybody else go out and kind of hope that they'll find somebody else coming up to them, asking what they're doing, and be interested in it, and get another grave geek? You know, they've been seeing these videos all over TikTok and YouTube, and you know, I've been wondering, how do I get into this kind of thing? And then they tell their family, and that's why I do it. It's just to get
Sometimes,
the
yeah.
not the recognition, but the attention to the craft.
Yes. Yeah.
I'll be honest, it's purely selfish. It's something I enjoy. It's something that makes me feel fulfilled, and it's part of giving back to the community.
Oh yeah.
I'll be honest, sometimes I get annoyed when people come up to me just because I'm, yeah, it's my alone time. I don't get a lot of alone time to simply be and just do as I like to do. As you guys have noticed, I drive a lot. I'm in the car a lot, so yes and no. Yes and
There you
no.
go,
I'm always welcome to people asking questions and approaching me, but the introvert in me is like, no, leave me alone. I want to be by myself.
Yeah.
Oh, I
But
don't like
yes,
people
I do
coming
like.
up to me in a cemetery and saying, "Hey, what the hell are you doing?" Or you know, being snotty about it, or can I help you? But somebody's saying, you know, "Excuse me, sir, I noticed you were cleaning the stone. Do you do that for, you know, whatever?" And then they get into it. That I enjoy.
That's
Oh,
I
what
enjoy the
happened.
please.
recognition for it as well, and bringing other people into it, and recognition, and just the fact that it's like my piece. It's like 33 and a third percent between those three reasons.
I think I've actually came in more contact with people in the small Fairview Cemetery than I have anywhere. Actually, like Allison and I were there one day, and the guy was doing the yard, and he came over and was talking to me, but I wasn't sure. Oh, hold on. I wasn't sure if he knew that I was the one that had permission to be in there. So when he came over, I thought he was mad. And I'm like, I have permission. Lisa told me I can do whatever I want here. He's like, no, that's okay. I know who you are. I was just seeing how you do it. And then actually the last time I was out there, there was an older woman, and her like grandson or something, and they came over and they actually had me show them how to clean a stone. So they stayed there with me for like 20 minutes, watched me do it, and they were like, okay, cool, what's that stuff? And they took a picture of the D2 bottle and the brushes.
That's awesome.
And then I've had other people approach me and tell me that they knew the person that was buried there and that they themselves. So it's always different.
There you go.
Yeah.
I had an older gentleman get kind of snide with me at one of my cemeteries. Well, I used to be the caretaker here. Well, okay.
Used to.
I'm not being paid.
Keyword
I'm sorry I
used
didn't
to
take
be.
your job, sir. Not the reason you are no longer employed, I promise you.
WV.
I'm very lucky to. Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to ask her if she had a picture, but then she hid. Oh, there she is.
She ran away.
No, you don't have a favorite cemetery?
No, not really. They're all a chain line. They're all on hills.
Why do you look like you have devil horns?
You live in the hill.
I
have those too.
I was hoping somebody does it eventually. I've been sitting here with the
I
past
love
12 minutes with them.
My hair's too long for that.
You know, my baby hair's in the front. I feel seen. I'm not going to lie to you. Oh my
God! I
gosh.
wear my hair down.
Oh, God, yeah.
I can't stand the feel of it on my neck.
We have a question in the chat.
Oh, God.
So, Lucy, it's called D2. Most of us use a lot of D2 and or the original wet and forget solution that's diluted to follow the directions.
Saying what's in the solution.
Oh, it's a enzyme cleaner. Hang on.
It's called a
It's a biological surfactant.
Yes.
It's called a quaternary solution.
Yeah, it's pH neutral.
All of those things.
It's not zero. It's not pH 0. It's no chemical. It's a very safe product.
Does Justin do a video about it?
Yes.
I'm sure he has at least a few.
If you look up past preservation, the person that we were just talking about, he actually goes into really detail on what's inside of it.
Hello, Joe and Laura.
I've gotten it in my eye and I'm still alive.
Me too.
Yeah.
I've eaten it.
Oh yeah, I've eaten it. It's got it in my eye. I'm still here.
I like the smell of it, but I don't huff it. I'm not trying to make that a...
Yeah, I don't like the smell. I don't like the taste. No.
Take a pull off of it.
Graveyard Guru, did you have a favorite cemetery picture?
I feel like for me, with cleaning the stones, it helps me come to terms with death.
Yeah, put that over there.
That's why I started, to be honest.
It helps me come to terms with
a lot of it. A lot of it in a short time span, and cleaning helped get through that.
And it's just peaceful and relaxing.
Yeah. Graveyard Guru, did you say you had a picture of your favorite one or no?
Yeah, I do. I was gonna say, give me like 5 minutes and I'll have one. I'm putting my little one in bed.
Okie dokie.
I'll be golden after that.
I just wanted to make sure that we weren't forgetting anybody. Seeing as how WV grave cleaning down there doesn't want to share with us.
She gotta have a favorite.
We also need Krista too.
Or something.
No, Krista showed hers.
Oh, did she? Oh, I didn't see it. Sorry.
Hers is the trail with the trees.
Does anybody else want to pop up? I'll come down. Somebody else down in chat wants to show theirs. Hi, Ashley.
Hi.
Move your head.
Don't move my head. We don't see enough of you.
I haven't been able to clean this one yet because it's on a property where the guy is a pain in the hind end to get a hold of. This is the Rolling Hill Cemetery. This is the one I actually need help with for, hopefully if we all can get down here in the summertime or meet somewhere, this would be a great one to get help with. I like this one the best of the view.
Push.
I love the view.
It's whack-a-mole.
Yeah, literally. Excuse you.
Whack a kid.
Yeah, but I like the view of this one because of just it's really peaceful up here, and there's a bunch of cows. The last time I went up here, actually, we got to pet some cows, so it was really nice. So you get to cuddle cows and see a great view.
Stay away from that obelisk one right there, or whatever you call it, because that looks like it's about to timber.
Oh, I haven't touched any of these because it's been I haven't been able to, like I said, I have not been able to get a hold of anybody to clean it yet. Oh my god! She has full-blown giggles today.
She is too cute. Her laugh makes me want to laugh.
Okay, say hello, Harley. Say hi. Hello.
Hi. She's so pretty.
She has lost her mind.
Me too.
Okay. Can I talk now, please? Thank you. You might want to get me down so somebody else can go. Okay. Thank you.
We're trying.
I have another cemetery.
Let's see.
Ooh, Michigan does have the best foliage.
So this is Oak Ridge Cemetery. This is the second oldest cemetery. This is north section. This is in one of the originals. This is north section. It's 45 acres. This one's original 13. And it's just absolutely stunning. It's where Allie's favorite stone is in this entire cemetery that I like to show. And but yeah, it's just
Masonic one.
One of my favorite. Yeah, the Masonic one. Yeah, it's just one of my favorites. And then Cheryl just sent me some photos, so give me 1 sec.
Okay.
Cheryl, come up and do it yourself. No, Brian, stop.
While he's getting those up, I'm going to have to send my photos to someone too, because I don't know how to do that or if I'm even able to do that yet.
Can you send them to Tasha?
Yeah, here, one second. Hold on, I'll add you on Facebook real quick. I've seen you pop up.
Okay.
I
do
send
I
them
not?
to me, but I can't switch them. I've tried like 18 different times, and I can't switch my background photo.
Hold on, I will show you the stone that I was talking about. Give me 1 sec. Sorry, someone was asking about it.
Cheryl, come up. I will drop down. How the hell did I get 20 now?
Only Cheryl is allowed in the box.
Cheryl, come up. Up.
This picture doesn't even do it justice.
Go, Cheryl.
I cannot get the entire stone in the photo. But
Guru, I just sent you a Facebook request.
Okay, I got you.
The entire family was in the Masons.
That's
beautiful.
beautiful.
So pretty.
I want to get my hands on it.
I just want to stare at it. Where's Cheryl? Isn't she supposed to come up here?
I invited her.
Sherry, get your butt up here.
Damn it, Tasha!
Here we go.
I can't resist Frankie Valley. Why do you do this to me?
Cheryl,
Dishonor.
Pebbles, Cheryl.
On all of your family.
So
there she is. Woo!
You guys are crazy.
Usually,
Only
hello,
a
have you seen my name?
It's in the title.
Alright, I have to figure out how to do this.
All right, Guru, I got them, and I will share them after Cheryl is done sharing.
Gotcha.
That's a tongue twister.
Got
After
it.
Cheryl is done sharing.
Got her.
Look at how green that is.
I know.
Yeah.
That's
I
my
miss it.
Welcome to Ohio.
that's
Wow.
where my dad's family is buried. It's called Peyton Aram Cemetery.
Hayden,
I have to
what?
say, I really like that one tree just, like, popping up in the middle by itself.
Peyton Aram.
Yeah, okay.
That's where Bee's family is too.
Yeah, you ready, Cheryl? This is going to shock you. It's actually really pretty for Ohio.
I'm willing to admit that too.
That hurt.
I'll concede.
How do I get this off?
Okay.
Was that the only one, Cheryl, or did you have another one?
She's got more. Cheryl,
No, this is just a different view, I guess.
Cheryl, you got more.
Their
That
lawn is
really
beautifully landscaped.
I mean, look at the lines.
I was gonna say, I love that they have the straight lines.
Because we take care of it. My dad and
I don't have the attention span.
Ah.
Well, good
Is that a
job,
snowball
Cheryl.
bush?
I don't see cemeteries like that very often.
No.
See, there's
No,
multiple
not one bit.
cemetery dads.
What?
I said there's multiple cemetery dads, not just crazy cemetery dads.
No, yeah.
I love that he had his name changed.
Yeah, he told me to change it.
Thank you, Cheryl.
You're welcome.
Me.
You're welcome. I know.
Got to see Cheryl in the box. Cheryl in the box.
Oh, and she left.
Cheryl!
But you did.
Okay, so this is the first one that Guru sent.
Ooh.
Guru, if you would like to talk about it.
Sure, certainly. Okay, so this is Blackfoot Church. The picture on that stone, the church is no longer there, which is the purpose of the stone. And all the trees in that picture surrounding said stone. I wish I had pictures of like behind the stone. I don't, but you can kind of see them in some of my videos. But they're all gone. Lots of stones have been damaged and they're now gone due to like the trees falling on them and stuff. So anyway, but like the next picture is,
1 second.
it's just the back of it and it kind of gives a brief history of the church.
Whoa.
Something I thought was cool about the church is it's a completely non-denominational. They actually had a set schedule for different denominations. And it says kind of in the middle where you can see it says sections 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Said church is to be free to all Orthodox denominations. And then 2 says that the United Baptist shall have the first Sunday in each month, also Saturday before. And then below it says Christian denomination have the 4th Sunday. So, you know, they took turns using
That's really
property. Cool. I had never heard of that before. I don't know if that's a common thing anywhere else, but I thought that was, and a fun fact, still today, the land is free. It is free to be buried there. You don't have to like buy a plot, basically. I don't know about what it costs to like dig and all that. But it doesn't, you don't have to pay the actual board of people that, you know, the trustees and such. You don't have to do any of buying of plots. So it's still sort of free in a way.
Right, you just have to pay like the fees to actually be interred.
Yes, correct.
That is correct.
Opening and closing the vaults and stuff like that.
And then there is a legend about this church that there is a witch buried there. I have not been able to debunk or find any kind of proof that there is said witch. Supposedly she was buried apart from everybody else. I've found no documentation, no news articles. I mean, I just haven't figured out whether or not there's any truth to this little tale here. You know, it's a rumor, so who knows? My last fun fact is that the very first woman buried here, I don't know what order I sent these last 2. I think.
1 second. Next slide.
Next slide.
Yeah, I'll just start with whichever one's next. Let's see. Okay. So the first 2 people buried on this property, which the land was erected, it was a place of burial way before it became like a church property, and it started in 1800. The very first 2 people buried there were Angeline Owens and Harville Wade. And Harville Wade happens to be my 4th great grandfather, and that's his picture there. I cleaned his stone. And then the next one, I did not like technically clean, but I sprayed her with D2. So she's still being worked on. She's still working because you can see that she's kind of falling apart. So I didn't really want to touch her. But
Guru,
yeah.
those are the only Those are the only 3 that I got. Can you send me the other one real quick?
Oh, yeah. I don't know what happened to the 4th one.
Ooh.
But
we're missing a slide in the presentation.
There we go. I just sent it. But yeah, that's the last one. I just wanted to show the very first lady buried there. Her stone sadly is already kind of falling apart, but at least she'll be brighter so people can read her. I didn't know that it was her until after she, her name started being visible and all that stuff. Then I realized that's who that was, which made sense because I knew my 4th great grandfather was one of the very first people buried there, and they are right next to each other.
Yeah,
So
process of elimination.
Sorry if I talked really fast. I'm nervous. So,
oh, yeah.
That's
she has a pretty stone too.
Oh, she's got to be.
I actually thought it was his wife, my 4th great grandmother. That's why I sprayed it to begin with, but it's not her. So
you have a very nice presentation voice. I just thought that, like, I had to tell you that, like, the way that you talk about the information that you know. I stuttered.
I grew up in theater, so that probably helped.
And frontier towns did share buildings frequently. So if it was smaller, settlements, they would share churches.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, I can see a little bit of sugaring, but that's a beautiful stone. Really beautiful.
It's very similar to my great grandfather's. Mm-hmm. He's got the hands, and it also says, farewell and all that. But that's my favorite place to clean. The guy that I talked to clean there, that's on the board, he is actually a descendant of one of the a bunch of the names of the people who erected the church are listed on that stone, and he's actually a descendant of one of those men. So
there you go.
He was more than happy to be on board with everything. So
well, that's always great when you ask permission and they're like, not only saying yes, but they're like, yes, please.
And thank you.
Yeah. And he also wanted to know what I used because I think he was wanting to go out there. I don't know if he's going to actually clean. He's very, very old. He might just spray. I don't know. But he was very interested in what I was using. So I made sure to let him know so he could let other people know because we don't want any accidents.
No.
I don't know if that stone was damaged by I don't know. I can't tell what that would have been damaged by. Maybe a lawnmower.
That's a lawnmower on the side there, on the right side.
Yeah.
I'd be kind of worried about trying to raise that up. You might have to dig down around it first.
Always. Yeah, loosen it up always.
See what kind of condition is underneath. But it looks like it's got a good couple inches of dirt around it that shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm hoping to knock that out one day, but it's on my list is repairs, how to learn. So
there you go.
It's something like we talked about, it's I watched tons of videos and did, we're watching people do it, reading about it, but till I went down and worked with Joe and Laura and actually put my hands on the stone. Oh, okay. Then it started to click in my head. I'm like, okay, so now I'm taking what I learned and putting it to an actual process. And
I did tell Guru that the nonprofit from Illinois had reached out. So I'm going to get their contact information over to her too because they're a nonprofit that does cleanings and repairs and things like that. So I'm wondering if
I need to
she'll be able to get in contact with them as well.
I need to get with you on more DAR stuff too because I decided I think I want to go ahead and try that. So.
Yep, both of us.
Yeah, yours should be pretty easy.
Before, I just wanted to bring this up, one thing. So, I got a message on the book, that, I don't know if anybody's ever looked at Reclaim the Records. So they're a nonprofit organization that works on getting records for free for people. Records that should be available to the public. And there was a database that the VA, the United States Department of Veterans Affairs, and the U.S. Gave a partial record to Ancestry. But then they kept denying Reclaim the Records access to it, saying, oh, well, our index needs to be better, or our files are all crazy. So they won a court case to release those, and the VA had 2 years to pretty much get their freaking ducks in a row to be able to give this database to them. So it's live now. If you go to Reclaim the Records, they just did a article about it, and then there's a link. And what they did was they did a whole nother database. So it's called the BIRLS database, the Beneficiary Identification Records Locator System. That's for the acronym. And what you can do, so let me see, I wrote down. I think it was any veteran that passed away prior to 2008 or something like that, or 2013. You can find records about hospital stays and things like that. It's a database, and what you do is and I requested 3 different records. Of course, I didn't get. It brings you right in, and they send it for you. So you go to the directory and you search. So you find the people that you want to. So like I did both my grandfathers, and a great uncle. I found them, and they came up in the database. And I clicked them, and it talked about like their death date and their birth date and what branch of military they served. And then it goes through and it has you fill out your information, and it sends the FIFO, the Freedom of Information Act request straight to the VA for you. And you write all your information in there, and then they send it to them for you, requesting those records with the identifiers. And you can search the veterans by their name, and or their service number or their social. So you can just put in like a last name like Weller and see all the Wellers that are in there, which will take you forever. So I just wanted to let everybody know that. And again, they send that FIFO request to the VA for you for free. You don't even have to worry about like, where do I send it? What do I fill out? They step by step, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you follow the prompts, and it sends it off, and then they will email you the file, whatever they have.
I just found my grandpa's. The one that passed. Well, my mom's stepdad passed in '99. His stuff is on here.
Yep.
I'll have to check it out.
Click it. You'll have to, accept the disclaimer saying, like, you're not trying to sell records or, trying to harass families or whatever. And then you just fill out your name, your address, your email, your phone number. And then they have you trackpad sign. And they said, it's funny because right on there, it's like, don't worry if it's messy. We just have to comply with the VA's stupid request of having a wet signature on file.
Can you type that into the chat, please? The website?
Yeah, it's just if you just search. Oh yeah. Write something.
You got it,
so
or do you want me to?
Can you? I gotta go into a thing. I don't have a cute comment box that I can just hit.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's www.birls.org. I have no idea how long it'll take. But, hey, do it now, and then maybe 3 years from now I'll get something in the email as a surprise.
Right.
I have
If
another
they were in a
random
military
thought.
hospital, it'll say.
I just wanted to share with everybody. I shared with some of you ladies. The website Justin was talking about to get D2 from. They have a 20% off coupon for your order until the end of the month. Just wanted to put that out there. Their shipping rates are comparable. That's all I have to say about that. Sorry for the interruption.
Damn.
Don't be sorry.
No,
It's useful
good.
information.
Like I can get 2 bottles of D2 all together with the 20% off coupon and shipping included for $85.99. 2 gallons of it.
2 gallons and shipping for 85.
Shipping's only $12, and the 20% off coupon takes about $19 off the total. They have a 2-gallon combo like order for $90.94. So yeah, it's like $85.99 after taxes and everything.
I just
Hey,
paid.
I know.
Allie.
I know. I got gift cards for Christmas specifically for D2, so that's why I say that. That's the only reason I'm going to be able to spend that kind of money on it.
Yeah.
My mommy
Because I don't
sent
have
me
that money to
some.
burn.
It was my Christmas gift from my mom.
Oh.
My other half got me a gallon too. It should be here in the next couple days. I'm like, so I can stare at it longingly and just hope for a 50-degree day.
I think they have them all the way up until now on there because I'm finding ones from at least 2022. And I just got Grandpa Race's from 2018.
There you go. I thought that they said like 2013 or something like that. But I mean, I don't have a great memory, so.
I think I found my third great grandfather as well. This is awesome.
I talked to my grandpa the other day, and he had no idea his grandfather had siblings. So he is now wholeheartedly intrigued and is kind of excited to hear what I can find about it. So the hunt is on.
There you go.
Cheryl is like, I am going to make these all even if it kills me.
Oh my gosh, Cheryl, is that what you're going for? Thank you.
Well, I'm gonna be a pain in her ass then.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Can
I
someone
love
tell
that.
me what it
Yeah.
all means? I'm still kind of learning and I don't understand.
Okay, so
You'll get
it's like almost like a gift exchange. So in order to send gifts, you need to get coins. Now Cheryl's gonna die.
She's gonna come up in these boxes just to like smack him through the.
So it's virtual money pretty much. So you buy the coins through TikTok, and then you can give gifts. So each gift is like so many coins to give. So some of the ones that like dance on the screen are, a couple hundred coins. And then like that. The paper crane that Mac
That's
just
so cool.
And then you can actually exchange it for real money too, if you like save up on it.
See, I just cashed mine in for more coins.
So the more like stars or whatever that is in the corner, that means I can send people things too.
You can exchange them for coins. Yeah.
Okay.
So after the
I was just
live,
curious because all of a
Sorry,
sudden I
Matt.
started seeing stuff pop up, and I'm like, I don't know what this is.
What are they doing?
I mean,
I've only had TikTok for 3 months.
You're fine.
I'm still
My
learning.
coffee
Too.
just almost killed me. I drank it
Well,
and
then
then
stop
choked
drinking
on
it.
I can't.
Cheryl, you got a lot of catching up to do. Jay just gave me like 100.
Dear goodness.
Oh boy.
Don't put me in the poorhouse here.
Oh, you guys tap me out. What do I have left? I have 3. I have 3 left. We'll exchange all these coins or these points for more coins for next week.
Mm-hmm.
I just continually exchange them in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Because I don't have PayPal.
Aww.
Jeez.
I just wanted to show her how the little puppy.
Thank you, Mac.
Good gracious.
Yeah.
Come on, Cheryl. I'm 2 behind Tasha.
Wow.
Brutal.
Thank you, Amanda. So that's what the Burls database is. So that was my find for this week to
Wait, so what exactly is it gonna send?
All
Is it their whole file or just
so it's got 18 million deceased American veterans who received some sort of veterans benefits in their lifetime, including healthcare, disability, or life insurance policies, educational benefits like the GI Bill, mortgage assistance, VA loans, and more. It includes people who served in all branches of the U.S. military, including some branches that no longer exist, like the Women's Army Corps and the Air Army Corps, as well as a few associated non-military groups and government agencies such as NOAA. Go ahead.
Sorry, it makes me wonder. So with Grandpa Earl, he was the one that was getting the experimental chemo at the VA hospital and then dropped dead in the elevator.
Good gracious.
So I'm just wondering, like, is that going to have his medical records in it? Is it that kind of stuff? Or
not that full. So so finding a name listed in the database means that you can make a free FOIA request for a copy of that deceased veteran's full VA claims file, which may contain hundreds of pages of never-before-seen biographical and historical material about the veteran, their military service, and their interactions with the VA. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I see some of these are even listed as like a disability record, pension record, medical record, insurance record.
Yeah. So it's a whole plethora of things. So it's definitely a good resource if you have somebody that you know was in the military.
Oh, Allie, you look awesome in a mustache, girl. Yeah.
Oh boy!
Man, I got a little excited there.
I'm jumping on eBay right now. I'm gonna go find you a
cowboy hat.
Oh, B.
I already have one.
No, did you just hear B? He said you made him a little excited.
Giddy up.
Yep, it's
Save a horse, ride a cowboy.
We are not going big and rich right now. I'm so sorry.
I just went big and rich. I wish I could go big and rich.
I refuse.
You wish you could what?
Go big and rich. If I could be big and rich.
Big and rich things up.
Yeah, you'd go get a 5-gallon bottle of D2.
Right.
I believe a 55-gallon drum is also available.
I was just about to say a 55-gallon. Yes. I'd do that one instead.
Right. Yes, let's do that. How much is the 55-gallon?
$2,000.
Like $2,000.
Yeah.
Okay, so tax time comes around. No.
I hate to have to drag that around the cemetery, though.
Yeah, I'd be scared.
So my birthday's
I'd,
coming up next year.
And it would just go everywhere.
Or like when all the snow. I was cleaning out my car at my parents' house, and they had a shit ton of snow on their frickin' roof. I thought I was parked far enough away. I had 2 gallons of D2 sitting there. The snow came off, was like a tsunami, pushed through the whole frickin' driveway and made one of my gallons of D2 that Allie had just given me, has not even been opened. It still had the sealer on the top. It exploded. The pressure was so hard, it shot the top right off from it. I still have half the gallon. Not all of it came out, but...
All right, go scoop up that snow and put it into a vessel.
There's not going to be any biological growth there.
Liquid gold is liquid gold.
Yet somehow, the cheap bottle of Wet and Forget
survived.
Didn't do a damn thing to it.
I'm saying.
I'm like, are you kidding me? The thing that I could just go to Lowe's. Yeah, the thing I could just go in Lowe's and buy. That was fine.
Yeah.
The yard will be clean.
Because that was my luck.
There's
Oh,
no
exactly.
moss on your driveway anymore.
Yeah.
I would just sit there and cry. I would.
It-
I'd just be like, I'm
I
done.
would
No,
stop.
like that was only the beginning of it. It pushed so hard. You know my green bucket, my green trusty bucket?
It
It's
broke
just
it.
hands
The
on.
ladder bucket?
Yes.
It is
Your
in
step stool?
pieces. Hold on. Let me get the picture. 1 second.
I would be done. I would just sit there. I would just sit there and cry
Dang.
for hours on
Her
end.
mom took a still from the security camera. Look, here's Tasha crying in her driveway.
Oh, it's freaking understandable.
I finally took all my supplies out of my trunk.
I just took my half-gallon out of the car.
I have 30 gallons of
sitting in
wet
my
and forget
garage.
in my van.
Can you send me a picture of the safe stuff, because I'm seeing it, but I'm not sure which one to get at the moment, and my brain is not braining on which one it is.
It's the concrete cleaner.
The concrete one, okay.
The regular old blue one.
Well, there's several blue ones. That's the thing. There's outdoor, there's
Say
indoor,
anything
there's
on it. It
bathroom.
should just say wet and forget. It shouldn't say any extra stuff.
Okay.
No, shoot, it's in the shed. I would have showed it to you, but it's in the shed.
I got one
It's fine.
somewhere. Hang on.
My brain is not
Ooh.
braining on which one is safe.
Yeah, it's the 1 gallon concentrate.
Can you send me a picture of that, Megan?
I'm trying, yeah.
I'm going to have to make it big just to see it real quick.
Hang on, let me turn my green screen off.
Yeah, like I said, I apologize. My brain is just not
No,
working
I
at
haven't
the
seen
moment.
it either.
Yeah.
Screenshot.
Yep.
Okay.
Plain,
Thank you.
multi-surface, plain old.
I keep all my bottles as to tote water in, so
Amazon has a fairly inexpensive 5-gallon water jugs. You can get 2 of them. I think I last saw for $17. So they each, yep, exactly. But
and
they're
it's got a spout on it and everything. Sorry, I got really excited about it.
Did you find it, Tasha?
Yeah, hold on.
Thank you, Megan.
Well, what the frig? Well, here's the picture that my mom sent me of me just sitting behind my car. Like, you can't really see it.
Oh no, you're
But-
wallowing.
Yep. Hold on. Why didn't it say?
That was
Hold
the-
on.
Is that you taking a picture of everything?
No, that was a security camera.
No. I thought I saw her sitting on her butt with her camera out pointed toward the back of the car.
The camera wasn't out. I was just pissed.
She was done.
That was a tissue.
Why? What the frick? Hold on.
Tissue.
Why
It
is
was
it
the
doing
entire
that?
box.
Okay, my neck's getting sore here, Tosh.
Jay, are you saying it makes 1 gallon, or it is 1 gallon that makes?
It's 1
It's a
gallon.
1 gallon jug makes 6 gallons.
Yep, that's what I have.
So this is what it did to all of my stuff. That tote was full of stuff, and it broke the tote, like everything.
It's total.
And then I moved the car and was wondering why it sounded weird. Well,
I honestly would take a blowtorch to all the snow. I'd be like, I'm done.
my trusty green bucket was stuffed in there between my tire and my muffler, and I could not pull it out. I had to take a chainsaw to it.
Bucket / step ladder.
The world was telling you need to stop standing on it, or you're going to break your neck.
Well, obviously it was pretty sturdy if I couldn't even bend it to get it out of my frickin' wheel well.
That's a good bucket right there. That's no Harbor Freight bucket.
Serious bucket.
She went back and watched the videos and seen me like trying to use my leg power to pull that thing out of there and everything.
Jay, turn it on to the homeowner's insurance.
Wow.
No,
get one of
thank
these
you.
little nuggies.
I will. I like my bucket. It's convenient. I can use it to carry stuff, and then I can just dump the stuff out and use it to stand on, and then not have to carry something else.
And then she falls over.
But I haven't. I haven't fallen off from it.
With the stone just following her.
I haven't fallen off from it, though.
Now that you say that.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Well, I can't
Done
fall
good
off from it now.
The bucket.
I've had that bucket for a long time.
Alrighty, Tasha, you can come out and clean the abracadabra stone.
Nope, fuck that. I will do that when my days are done.
So, what do we want for next week for homework?
Favorite brushes and where you got them.
Okay.
Good one. So, favorite tools.
Because I done more of the bristles.
Cemetery tools.
Cemetery tools. Favorite cemetery.
Thank you for the clarification.
I would say tools because you're going to have 12 people coming up saying, "Here, this is my favorite brush. I got it from Atlas."
Mine
I got this from
though.
Walmart.
My favorite one came from Runnings.
My
Don't
favorite
tell
one.
us
I got
that.
this in the small wares order.
Mine came from Tractor Supply, and it's horsehair for one of the for the more softer marble stones.
Okay.
Actually, I think I gave Allie one of them.
Well, no, I showed you all my favorites, so I guess my homework's done. Over a tuber.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
I do think it would. I do think it would be a good thing because the lives go into the podcast, and then people, like, we can take snippets out of it too, and post it right
like
on
our
there.
sprayers and stuff too. Bring your sprayers and yeah.
I'll have an array of things set up in my living room.
Bro, I'm about to have a full presentation.
Yes, let's do that. Everybody have a full presentation.
So I'll be posting Monday for the new Grave Geek. Who wants to go next? Megan, Ashley, Mac, or Jay? Because those are the videos I have.
You can put mine
first.
if no one else is gonna freaking volunteer.
Ashley, and then Mac, and then Jay.
Alright, that's fine. And then just send me what you want me to say. Like, okay, I'll do that. Just send me what you want me to say, like how long you've been in it, what got you into it, and then I will work my magic with stuff.
I didn't realize I was volunteering for the profile spotlight of the week.
You can do it, Megan.
I can. Thank you. Thank you. I needed that little bit of it. You guys actually do encourage the shit out of me to actually be. My camera is on. Hello. So yeah. Okay, no problem.
It don't have to be like anything like crazy, like, you know, just give like a general background of like what started your cleaning, like.
I'm an August Leo. No, I'm just kidding.
I like long walks on the beach.
I don't. I like the beach in theory.
In the beach time.
Still waiting for my bedtime audio.
Oh,
I'm just wondering where the adult stores comment came from.
I think the tools.
Jay said something. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Also, too, we're looking for ideas for blog posts. So if you have information, you know, like the database, that's something good to share and highlight. So just think of ideas if you come across like, oh, hey, this would be good information for people.
And there is a new blog out right now.
Yep, there is a new one posted on there, and it is about the gentleman that B is transcribing the diary for. Not for. You're not doing it for him. He's no longer with us.
I mean, technically, I could be doing it for him.
Yeah, that's true.
Is there
The
going to be
amount
a
of times that
scheduled blog post drop every week, or is it just willy-nilly at random?
So what I'm thinking is one a week unless we get quite a few topics to be able to do 2 a week. I don't
Okay.
want to like overdo it and then not like have things. But even
I hear
so,
you.
say if you guys have an idea and you have the things that you want to be in it, but you don't want to write it, you can send it. Yeah. Like you can send it, send the idea, send the information or links or whatever to the resources to put into it.
and then one of us
And
three can do it.
we'll get it done.
And we'll probably store some up. So if you send it in and it doesn't get posted right away, doesn't mean that we're not going to post it. We just might have stuff already lined up for certain weeks or whatever, and we'll put it in the rotation because it's always good to have 4 or 5 things sitting in case something comes up or whatever.
It's a batch
there's a
system works
way
best.
there's a way to schedule them. So like with these, we knew it was going to be released on Christmas. I wasn't getting on there on Christmas. So I had it put in there a couple days beforehand, just ready to release at 10 a.m. on Christmas. I will say that I am starting my next class January 6th. So at that point, I might not have, like, these last 2 classes are absolute crunch time because they are my thesis classes, so I might not have as much time to put into things.
How dare you? Gosh.
That's why.
Well, if you need help with the site, let me know.
Yeah.
I'm not unfamiliar with that kind of stuff.
Did Mac just get himself out of the live?
I think so.
What's going on there, Mac? We didn't have to scare you off. It's okay.
It's just technology.
We'll all pitch in. So, I mean, if you have an idea and if you can write it, then more power. And, you know, probably somebody will just look over just to make sure. I always have somebody look over my stuff that I write because, as you all have seen, some of my errors, Gabe geeks, you know, it's always good to have another pair of eyes look at stuff before you publish it because we are all human.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
I was always told to have somebody proofread it because that's the only way you know. So I always have a proofreader.
So feel free.
Yeah.
But anything else before we end it?
No, ma'am. What did she say?
You tell that sweet baby girl she doesn't have to be quiet. Look at her face.
She's so sweet.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So next week, favorite cemetery tools. Tours. Yep.
Tools.
What's in your trunk?
Tours work too. Yeah, what's in your trunk?
Let's see your junk in your trunk, okay?
Yeah.
I like it. Great Geeks Edition. I like
Prior
this.
to 10 p.m. All right.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Night, guys.